I coined it, I baptized it, قضية قبطية, not مسألة قبطية, a Coptic cause, because it has a history, it has basically demands, and it has also rights to be recognized. That was 30 years ago. That there are people, there are nations in the Middle East who have been brutalized, suppressed for so many years. And no one seemed to be interested in talking about in the West. And that was the actual core of the problem. People were pushing the issue so that the public would understand that there are what I call underdogs. Oppressed and suppressed populations in the Middle East have been suffering. And the worst in that suffering is not the suffering itself. It's the silence about the suffering. Peoples in the region are used to suffering. 1,250 years, if not more. But the silence about the suffering, their not recognition, no identification of the suffering is really the worst part of it. For causes like these, freedom, human rights, self-determination, to become causes accepted in the eyes of the international community, first of all through the democracy that exists, and chief democracy is the United States, but also Europe, Canada, Australia, and the rest of the international community. For the cause to exist, you basically have to convince the public. The public has to know about it. And I'm not preaching to the choir. That's very clear. And from the public to the legislator, from the legislator to the executive, and from a variety of executives around the world to the United Nations Security Council or to the United Nations Human Rights Council.